How's everything going today?
Oh man, so many feelings. It's kind of tough because I coach also the women, so and my wife is the coach, the head coach of the woman. So a bit bittersweet. I mean, still super happy for what we did, but I need to just be sensitive how I celebrate.
Sure.
No, but it was awesome. It was a great day.
And if we want, we can start with the women because they also achieved something significant, making it this far too. You got to be really proud of that group, and I'm sure the girls, as even if they are sad, they still have to be proud of what they've accomplished.
Yeah, I think not yet. Right now it's just like feeling like uh, sad, and I think yeah they're not in a great spot. But I think in a bit they'll put things in perspective. They'll see they were picked six and they almost won, and it's tough because the Stetson only played one match. They had to have two battles in a row to be here, and it was close. I think it got if they would have taken the doubles, I think it would have been a different story. But yeah, I think in a bit in a couple of days they'll start realizing, put things in perspective and just be proud. And they're a great group of girls. I think we are the most polite team in the women's side, and just nice girls. They like each other. They love to compete. So yeah, it's a lot of fun to coach them, and they fight so hard. It's a good team for sure.
Yeah. That's got to be some positive signs that as you're seeing as a coach with this program, as you guys took over, you want to start from scratch. Really, you got this brand new group and a program that hasn't seen success historically. That you're able to guide them at this point, and that you're seeing their characteristics, their qualities of them, that they're doing everything off the court well too.
Yeah,
That's it's got to be good for you.
yeah.
Uh, as if we want, we can pivot to the men's. That I mean, how do you even process such an incredible accomplishment?
Um, Probably with time it's gonna hit more. I mean, I'm super happy, before the match, I was, thinking before it finished, just kind of making sure that we really celebrate, because sometimes we're so about the next thing, and making sure the guys understand what they accomplish, and I was pretty. I knew what it meant, and I was thinking it yesterday, and just how excited everybody's in the department in UNA. I get tons of messages, and I think that's the cool part when you go in a place that it's growing. It's exciting, it's fun, you're doing new things, and it's historic. I think that this word sometimes people overuse, but in this case, I think we can say it's a historic thing. First team that wins it in all sports, and it's huge. And yeah, we're just happy, and I'm proud. I think I get two satisfactions: the win itself, but also how much they develop the players. It's crazy to see the improvement they had. There last year we had talent, but it was the mental side was not very strong, and we just didn't give anything to anybody this weekend. We came here determined to win, and we did. So yeah, super happy.
What about their mental makeup got better this year and that allowed them to be so successful?
Well, we work a lot, so there's not one specific thing. It's just tons of conversations, tough moments, punishments when things don't go, when they skip things that they are supposed to do, encouragement talks when they need a push, just making sure that they understand, they are aware of their emotions, they're aware of their feelings, maturity a lot, just focusing on what you can control. It's been a big thing, not thinking, but I think it's just a combination of that. They feel that they are supported, at the same time it's demanding, they are pushed, and I would say just a lot of knowledge on mental toughness, because you can repeat them, be tough, but if you don't explain exactly, give them tools of self-awareness of how you deal with these things, how I think it's just, but it's been a long process, And yeah, it started with some tough conversations, certain moments last year, some tough moments, and lots of meetings, just talking about these things, and slowly, I think, as they are getting better in that aspect, highlighting, hey, we won this match for example, Alberto, my number 3, he played 2 today. He was winning matches at the end of the season, not playing very good, but just staying tough. Last year he was a guy that if he didn't feel great, if he didn't feel the ball great, he would lose. And highlighting that and making sure you're winning for these reasons. I think that's why he was able this tournament to play so good.
And this group specifically, guys from all over the place, all over the world, get to come here and compete and win. I mean, when you recruit these guys, and you yourself, everyone from a long career that travels the world, you come here to compete and win. When you compare your recruiting pitch to these kids, about say, hey, we want to compete, to now that you've actually done it, does it feel like uh, validation almost that what you're pitching to the kids or what your expectations are for the program, you're actually meeting them?
So the question is how it's going to change my speech now that we're having success, or
I just think, like, how, if you look maybe back on your pitch to the kids, your speech to the
yeah.
kids, how uh, does that meet the expectation that you set for them, or does it maybe meet your goal for them? Like, now that you've actually accomplished that, does it feel like that?
Yeah, it does, and I take a lot of pride, because I want to win, but I like coaching. I like the part of player development, and just the fact that on the recruiting process, I told them that they were going to get better. Come here. We're not a fancy university, but we have everything that we need to be successful. That was kind of my speech to them, and just the fact that I was able to deliver that, and I told them, come here, let's win a conference. It's going to be exciting. First times are exciting. That was kind of my speech. It's always nice to deliver what you promise, and this is a big thing when you're asking an international kid, leave your country and come here to do this, and they have tons of options. They are talented players. They get coached by a lot of coaches, but I always tell them I'm very thankful that they chose me, that they chose UNA, and I take that it's a big responsibility. It keeps me awake a lot of nights, just making sure that I'm demanding with them, then I have to deliver as well. So but it feels very good. I think that's probably one of the things that I enjoy the most, just being able to, because I've met pretty much, I only have 2 players that I haven't met their families. One is the guy from Ukraine, because he was here already when I got here, and Satoru, that came from Japan. Hopefully one day I meet their parents. I think they're thinking about coming next year. But I spoke with their families. I sat down with them. I've met them all personally, and or you can see for a parent leaving and trusting their kid to you. It's an intense conversation. You feel the responsibility, and I think I'm super proud that their parents are texting me and hey, I told them that we were going to work hard, that we were going to win a championship. So it just feels so good. I think that's probably the best thing, that the one that I enjoy the most.
Yeah, well said. You mentioned Satoru. He clinched the doubles point and then the singles point to ultimately win the match for you guys today. What did you like out of his play?
Satoru is a great guy. He stays the last ordering. He comes from Japan, very respectful culture, very smart kid, listens a lot. It's like a love-hate relationship, because he drives me crazy sometimes. I need to keep pushing. He's super talented, and I feel like he's not near the surface of what he can be as a player. So a lot of times I'm like complaining. That's kind of the guy that I paid more attention this year, and I would go home a lot of times like, man, Satoru, it's not listening. But at the end of the day, he's lost only 2 matches and he's clean. And today I said to Aya, maybe he's doing pretty good, and I think he's just a great guy, very quiet, very introvert, but he finds a way to to get love, by his teammates and stuff. So I'm super proud of him. I think he struggled sometimes to be brave in big moments, to commit to the big to the game plan, because his game plan is that's what his strengths are, and sometimes he doesn't want to play that way because he's scared of missing. And it was just huge that today he committed, and I was not on his court, but Olaya told me. So yeah, just great job from him. And being a freshman is tough because you come to a team that there's expectations to win so much. I feel the freshmen the years before, they had a bit of more of a transition of slowly getting better. Him and Samu, they just came in to a team that just expects to win the whole time. So that's difficult to do.
You're guaranteed a spot in the NCAA tournament. That's got to be really exciting to know that you're going to be taking on the next challenge of potentially, playing for a national championship. You did it yourself as a player. Well, what's that experience like, knowing that you're at the biggest stage of the sport, and then what's it going to mean for your program?
Well, it's a test. Let's see where we are. I think most likely, I think it's going to be hosted in Mississippi State if I check the rankings, and I think they're going to host. And since we're close, I think we're going to go there. Strong team, very very strong team. Probably still a couple of steps in front of us, but great. Let's see what happens. I honestly, I was telling some of the other players that they exceed my expectations this year. I knew we were going to be good, but I didn't think we were going to be that good. So let's see. I think it's just exciting, no pressure, honestly. First time, let's go hard, let's enjoy and see what happens. I think definitely the goal is to put up on a big fight, and it's sport, anything can happen. So yeah.
Well put, Coach. That does it for me. Do you have anything you wanted to add that we didn't talk about yet?
Not really. Just I think it's important to be thankful. You don't do anything on your own, and the school is moving in a very cool direction. I think timing is key. When we came here because we saw that the momentum and the leadership is is great, and people in the department are great, and the community is nice. So just to thank that, and also I think. The people that are around and Olaya has been huge in here as well. So yeah, just thankful and happy.
So much, Coach. I really appreciate your time. Congratulations once again.
No problem. Thank you.
Of
Appreciate
course.
it.
Thank you. Hopefully we'll talk soon after the tournament.
Let's see. Let's go. See ya.
Thank you.